This is a big year for the Atlanta Hawks when it comes to their future with Trae Young. Last night's loss to the Miami Heat was tough. They fought tooth and nail, forced overtime. Onyeka Okongwu stepped up, but I think Trae Young this summer is just going to be important because I think he's going to talk the front office, see where they're headed um, as far as what they're trying to build around him. And they've done a good job the last couple of years bringing in young talent. Jalen Johnson, he went out with an injury, so that hurt them a lot because they were um, missing his points, rebounds, and just his play overall. He was a vital part of the offense. Okongwu, like I said, he stepped up last night, so he had a pretty decent season. He's coming around. Um, Dyson Daniels trade uh, paid off, big move. Um, but the young guy, Zach Ricochet. He's very, very young, so it's going to be a couple of years before he develops into being, the young star I think he could be. But they'll have a nice big three with him, Jalen Johnson, and Trae Young. But he's due for a 4-year, $229 million contract. Max contract is all season. So the Hawks have to make a decision as to where they want to go financially. Do they think? Well, they know that Trae is going to be starter team, but if they move him, can they get adequate return for him? It's going to be the key. But I think Trae is going to just look at this and say, "Are we really going to, be a title contender anytime soon?" I don't know about that. I mean, that's something to see because I don't think they still had that another veteran on this team that could help Trae Young carry this team to the next level. You have to have a high caliber bench. I had to have a coach that's gonna be willing to do things that others don't want to do. I'm not saying Quinn Snyder is not a good coach, but at times he seems, up and down, emotionally erratic. You just have to be constant when it comes to winning. They did not have a winning record this year, but they still made it to the play-in. And, these kind of factors that are going to help. But the thing about it, if you let Trae Young go, if he gets traded, or if you let him play out the last year of his deal, and he probably won't return if you let him play out the last year of the deal. So you have to lock him up early, give him the money. But with that cash strapped the Hawks. So I mean, it's just so many ways that it can go. But with this loss, man, I feel like Trae Young is on the fence with, and I'm on the fence with, him moving on because I feel like he's been the superstar that the Hawks have needed since we always talk about since Dominique left. The late '90s Hawks with Mookie Blaylock, Steve Smith, Matumbo, and those guys are what are most competitive Hawks team we've seen in a while. Even though that 60-win team about 10 years ago with Teague, Joe Johnson, and Josh Smith and those guys, even though that team won 60 games, um, I still feel like Trae Young and his Hawks team are a good little bits away from that. But Trae Young signed that extension, man. Will he remain an Atlanta Hawk? I don't know. Only time will tell, but I really, really hope he can remain in Atlanta. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Is Trae Young gonna be a Hawk for life, or uh, do y'all think he moves on this offseason? Drop those comments. Let's debate. Let's have fun as always, man. Y'all know how we do it on the Sports Machine. It's your boy Antoine Smith signing off. I will holler at y'all later, man. Peace.